Very good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are safe and you all are obeying your parents and you all are doing your studies also. So, let's begin with that class. Today, we'll continue the same chapter, that is tens and hundreds. In this chapter, we have studied many things like measurement. We have done how to measure things. We studied about the integral parts and the decimal parts of the fraction. We studied about the place value system of these decimal numbers, and we studied about the conversions also. And in today's video we'll study about the conversion of units. We'll study about conversion of units in your maths workbook. It is on page number 63. Maths workbook, page number 63. You can open it, page number 63 of your maths workbook. In that, question number 10th is there, that is convert the following. So in this one, what we have to do, we had to convert the units. As we all know, meter, centimeter, these rupees, paisa, all these are called units. So we have to convert one unit to other form. As we can see, first of all, we'll learn how to convert millimeter into centimeter. Millimeter is represented by mm and centimeter is represented by cm. So we have to convert millimeter into centimeter. Now we all know that 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. We know because in a scale that 1 to 2, between 1 and 2, how many lines are there? 10 lines are there, and these 10 lines are millimeter. So 1 centimeter, there in 1 centimeter there are 10 millimeter. Now we know that millimeter is a smaller unit and centimeter is greater. Millimeter is smaller unit and centimeter is greater than millimeter. So when we have to convert millimeter to centimeter, means millimeter to centimeter, what we will do? First of all, we will multiply these, because we have to convert millimeter to, sorry, because we have to convert millimeter to centimeter, we will divide. And when we have to convert centimeter to millimeter, in that case we will multiply. So you can see from here that when we are converting smaller unit to the larger one, smaller unit to the larger one, because millimeter is smaller, and we are converting smaller unit millimeter to the greater unit, that is centimeter. So in that case we will do the division. And when we are converting larger unit, that is centimeter to millimeter, millimeter is smaller than centimeter, so when we are converting larger unit to the smaller one, in that case we have to multiply. Is it clear? So let's do. Now here, first of all, first question is 62 millimeter. We have to convert 62 millimeter into centimeter. When I said, whenever you have to convert smaller unit to the larger one, you have to divide. So by what number we will divide? We will divide by 10, because 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter, and we have to find for 62 millimeter, so we will divide by 10. And with this we have already done that. We have to just check the number of zeros in the denominator, and in here the number of 0 is 1, so we will put a decimal one place prior to the last digit, so it is 6.2. So our answer is 6.2. So it will be 6.2 centimeter, that is 6 centimeter and 2 millimeters, that is 6.2 centimeters. Like this you can do. And if you have to convert centimeter to millimeter, means if you have to convert centimeter to millimeter, what you will do? You will do multiplication. Like it is given 2 centimeter equals to how much? So it will be 2 multiplied by 10, that is equals to 20 millimeter. This you can calculate also. You can count these in your scale also. So this way we convert the units. Now if we have to convert centimeter into meter, and we know that centimeter is a smaller unit and meter is larger unit. So what I said, whenever you have to convert smaller into larger and larger into smaller. So when you have to convert larger into smaller, you will do multiplication, and whenever you have to convert smaller unit to larger unit, in that case you will do the division. So centimeter into meter you can convert, and meter into centimeter also easily you can do. So first of all we will take an example. It is 24 centimeter. You have to convert this 24 centimeter into meter, and what is centimeter is smaller unit and meter is larger unit. And when we have to convert smaller unit into larger unit, in that case we divide, yes or no? And what, by what number we will divide? We'll divide by 100, because 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So let's divide to 24 divided by 100. Now in this case also we will see the number of zeros in the denominator, and in the denominator how many zeros are there? Two zeros are there in the denominator. So we will put decimal point two place prior to the digit. So it is 1 and 2. So we'll put a decimal here. So we'll get the answer 0.24, or we can write for our convenient 0.24. This is the answer. So 0.24 meter. And when you are doing this type of question, it is very important to mention the unit. Okay, it is very important to mention the units also. Now similarly you can convert paisa into rupees and rupees into paisa. It's the same way, because we know 1 rupee is equals to 100 paisa. So if we have to convert 235 paisa into rupees, what you will do? We know paisa is a smaller unit and rupees is a bigger unit. So rupee paisa to rupees we will do the division, and rupees to paisa we will do the multiplication. So for in this one we have to convert paisa into rupees. So means what we will do? We will do division. So 235 divided by 100. How many zeros are there in the denominator? 1 and 2. So we will put decimal 2 place in front of 2 places. 2.35 is the answer. 2.35 rupees will be the answer for this question. Let's move to the next one. Now this is the temperature. Now in the previous one, converting the unit, it's page number 63 of your maths workbook, and hope you will be able to complete all these questions, and these questions you have to do in your maths notebook. Question number 10 you have to do in your maths notebook. Now in your workbook only, it is page number 65, page number 65 of your maths workbook. It is temperature. We'll study about the temperature. What is temperature? Temperature is the hotness and coldness of anything. Measure of hotness and coldness. Means if something is very cold, we say that it is very, its temperature is very low. In the, generally in winter season, the temperature in the atmosphere is very low and we feel cold. And in this case of summer season, in summer season the temperature is very high and we feel hot. So what is temperature? Temperature is measure of hotness and coldness. How cold is the thing and how hot is the thing, that will be its temperature. And temperature is measured in degree Celsius, and we write it as degree and C. 0 above and C. This is degree Celsius. So here we can see some information is given in your book, that water start boiling, temperature at which it start boiling, means the temperature at which start water start boiling. So boiling means when the temperature, when we heat water, it doesn't happen that we just put on the flame and the water will start boiling. No, it will take some time, yes or no? So that it will take them some time, and after some time it will start becoming hot very slowly, and a temperature will come that at that temperature it will start boiling, bubbles will form in that. So that is the boiling point. That temperature is boiling temperature of the water. And for water it is given 100 °C. For gold it is given 2843.69 °C. You can check this in your book, page number 65. Maths workbook, page number 65, question number 14. Question number 14, maths workbook. Silver 143.27 and copper it is 125.98 degrees Celsius. So these are the this boiling point of some liquids, and some objects is given, so some substances is given, and you have to do the question. So first question is, which is the which substance has the maximum boiling temperature? So as you can see in this case, which is having this highest temperature, you can see it is gold. So gold is having this highest boiling temperature, maximum boiling temperature. What is the difference between boiling temperature of gold and silver? You can see gold temperature is also given 2843 43.69, and the silver temperature is also given 143.27. So you have to find the difference means subtraction you have to do. In this case you will do this subtraction yourself. Now question number 3 is, which substance has minimum boiling point? So can you see in these objects which is having the minimum boiling point? Water is having minimum boiling point, that is 100 degree Celsius, and rest are having high boiling point, and only water is having the smallest boiling means minimum boiling point. Now let's see the next one. Now in this one you can see, this is in your book. Now just flip the page and you will see India's map, and it's page number 66, question number 15. Here you can see the map of India, and here you can see the different temperatures, rainfall of these different states, different cities is given. And here you can see Srinagar is having 54.3 mm of waterfall. Amritsar is having 27. New Delhi is having 7.4, 7.1. Lucknow is having 4.3. Kolkata is having 15.3. Nagpur 11.1. Hyderabad 2.7. And Mumbai 0.7. Ahmedabad 10.6. So these are the means rainfall, means amount of rain in these areas. So this is amount of rainfall, and you have to answer these some questions related to this. So first one is, how humid is Srinagar compared to so first question is, which place had received the highest rainfall in July? So you can see which is having the highest rainfall, which place is having the highest rainfall. It is which one? 54 degrees Celsius, 54.3 degrees Celsius, and that is of Srinagar. So Srinagar is having highest temperature, this waterfall. Now question number 2, how humid is Srinagar compared to New Delhi? Now see the comparison of now here you can see the comparison between Srinagar and New Delhi. So in Srinagar the rainfall is 54.3 degrees 3 mm and millimeter, and in New Delhi it is 7.1. So you can see the difference between these by subtracting them. So it will be 2, and similarly you can do the subtraction, and you will get that what will be your answer. And here you will get 7, and here so 47.2. So it is difference of 47.2 between the Srinagar and Delhi. Similarly, how much more rainfall is needed in Kolkata to reach 20 mm? So what is the rainfall of Kolkata? It is 15.3 mm, and if it has to reach 22, so how much more is needed? So what we will do, 20 and 15 minus 3. So do the subtraction, put point and 0, and take this carry from here, give carry to this one, and do the subtraction yourself. Okay. Now the next one, how much rainfall is received in Mumbai than that in Lucknow? Just see, now in this question you have to compare the temperature of rainfall of Mumbai and Lucknow. So in Mumbai you can see it is 0.7 mm. In Lucknow it is 4.1 1 mm. So you do the subtraction and you will get the answer. Subtract the temperature, this rainfall of Mumbai from the rainfall of Lucknow, and you will get the answer of the fourth question also. So this is all about the temperature and the rainfall, and a question related to temperature is there in your book, page number 145 in your NCERT books, page number 145 in your NCERT books. Page numbers may vary, but you can check, it is in your book, same chapter. So this you have to do yourself, and keep filling your book also, as we are doing the questions, so it's your responsibility to fill your books. Okay, hope you all understood the things, and we'll be soon back with the next class. Till then, take care. Sai Ram.